Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, or Ash Makes here on YouTube, and today, as you can see from the title of the video, is a really fun video. I'm excited. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I finally get to implement it. I am doing a 24-hour crochet challenge, and even though other people have probably done this, I don't know if I've necessarily seen somebody do it, or I've seen people do how much of this one thing can I make in this amount of time. But I am not making just one thing again and again and again. That's just personally not what I want to do. I don't have a crochet business. I do not have a market business. And so I am just purely making stuff that I want to make for myself. So today, I guess not just today, because let me also preface this by saying I will not be crocheting for 24 hours straight. I'm going to put a timer on for 24 hours. Every time I start or stop crocheting, I will start or stop the timer. And that's how I'm going to go for 24 hours. Because crocheting for 24 hours straight, it would not go well. For my fingers, for my forearms, like, it would be kind of dangerous. So I'm doing the timer idea, and I'm giving myself this weekend 3 days to do it. I have today, Friday, where I can work for a couple hours, but I do have some plans later this evening. I have all day tomorrow, so all day tomorrow I can crochet for as long as I feel like it, and then I will have Sunday afternoon, and that's my 24 hours. If I cannot finish it in 24 hours, it's because I, messed up, because that's a lot of time. And hopefully I remember to actually start and stop the timer, because that's like the one thing I'm genuinely concerned about. But yeah, I'm going to try to make at least 4 items. That is my goal, 4 items. And then if I make it past those 4 items, I have up to 7 items, and I will definitely not be finishing 2 of them because they are pretty big projects. But if I can get started on them in this video, then maybe another video will be me finishing them or something. In this video, I plan on making a headband, a AirPod case or pouch, a crossbody phone pouch, trying to think of what else, a Kindle case or cover, something to put my Kindle in, car coasters. Those are like the little, smaller items that I think I can get through, and if I make it through all of those, then I'm going to start on a mesh market bag and a vest. And I'm gonna link, or at least put everything down below in the description of wherever I found everything, because it's either a free YouTube video, a free pattern I found on Pinterest, or it's a paid pattern I found on Etsy. It's one of those 3. Maybe something from Ravelry, but I don't think so. I think everything that I paid for / found was from those 3 things. Like I said, I'm gonna put everything in the description. I really like everything I picked out. I spent a lot of time searching for very specific items, because if I don't like it and I make it, I'm not going to use it. Even if it's a practical thing, I just know me, it has to look a certain way or I will not use it. So I made sure that everything I picked out, I wanted to make. A lot of time, a lot of searching. I feel like crochet stuff is sometimes really hard to find. So, I put the time and effort into finding these things, and I'm excited to put the time and effort into making them. And I'm excited to see what I can make. At the end of this video, I will show everything I've made. Hopefully I make 1 item, like making it through 1 item will be real nice. But hopefully I make it through 4 items. Everything I'm also making, I'm hoping to use yarn from my stash, so I don't have to go out and buy yarn, but if I need to, then I will. I already went to Hobby Lobby this morning and bought some yarn for the vest and the mesh market bag, because I didn't have that specific yarn. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I need to get started with this. Make sure you're comfy, make sure you have a glass of water or a cup of tea or a nice hot coffee, really up to you on your preference. Make sure you're sitting down, you're nice and cozy, because I'm gonna be super cozy in this video. I can already tell you that much. I'm gonna be sitting and crocheting for all of it, so yeah, I'm excited to get started. I'm gonna get started. Thank you so much. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and make sure to subscribe if you are also enjoying my video. And I will see you guys in the next clip. Why be so awkward? Hello, I'm about to start on my first project, but I figured I would kind of show you what I'm planning on making. It's a crossbody phone pouch. I'm really hoping I have enough yarn for this because I only have one skein. Maybe I should look into that before I actually start, because if I start and then I can't finish, I'm going to be really upset. Un momento, I'll be right back. Okay, they don't say how much you need. So I'm just gonna go with this, and if I run out of this by the time I get to the straps, I'll use just something else for the straps. So I have this. It is a K&C cotton, 100% cotton yarn. The tag is over there and I don't want to get it, so I'm just going to show you. This is the colorway. I think it's going to be really nice because I also want something I can use for the Renaissance Festival, and I think this is a nice color. This pattern calls for a 3mm crochet hook. I'm not even sure. Yes, I am. Okay. Teeny tiny. I'm already using this for another project actually, so kind of convenient. I'm going to use my handy dandy little ring that I like to use so my pinky doesn't get all weird. Alright, I'm gonna get started, and I'll catch up with you. I think I have about 2 hours of crochet time. Oh, let me get my timer up. Okay, I'm gonna stop it because I'm not crocheting yet, but every time I start or stop focusing on me. Every time I start or stop, I'm going to start and stop this. So let's get started. A little update, because I think I'm gonna have to stop for the evening. This is gonna take a little bit longer than I thought, so I might start on another project tomorrow morning. But here is the phone case so far. If you can tell, I am doing something wrong on this side because it is bowing out. This side straight, this side. So I don't know if I'm accidentally adding stitches or what, but yeah. This is where I'm at so far. Got a lot more rows to go. This is kind of small. Like, it fits my phone very well. Boom. But since it's a 3mm hook, it's just going really slowly. So we'll see. I'm definitely gonna finish it. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it in this video because I didn't realize how hardcore mode this one was gonna be. But yeah, I'm gonna cut for the day because I don't want to be working on this when my boyfriend shows up, because we have to go and I want to be able to wrap it up and go. So yeah, I'll check in tomorrow morning or this evening depending on what time we get home, or I guess if I'm feeling like crocheting. But yeah. Should I watch Pride and Prejudice or Little Women?
Oh, man.
Well,
You're crocheting for 24 hours.
I know. What should I watch right now, though?
What?
I have to rent both of them.
Oh.
Oh, I can buy Pride and Prejudice for $5 on Amazon. I might just do that.
Okay.
I am sad to say that I went for so long without realizing that I was supposed to be turning after every row. I was supposed to slip stitch, chain one, turn, and I've just been doing it in the round. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I had to pull it out. It's all pulled out because I messed up, and now I'm wondering if I messed up on the phone case and I was supposed to be turning every time, because I'm pretty sure this is like the exact same thing. I'm so sad. I spent like an hour doing this and now I have to go back in and do it again, but this time hopefully correctly. I'm gonna continue on. My battery's dying, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye for now, but hopefully when I check in, things are looking up for me. Read your directions, guys. Read them well before you start, because don't take this mistake. That was a stupid mistake that's cost me an hour. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it. Okay, things are looking up. This is going a lot better now that I'm actually doing it correctly. Embarrassing that I've been doing it wrong this whole time, and I've frogged it 2 times. But I'm also embarrassed to say that I thought I started the timer and I did not. And since I didn't, I have to still go with the timer. I'm not going to take time away just because I didn't start the timer. So that's unfortunate. I'm definitely not going to make that mistake either again. But now that the timer isn't going, I'm gonna go make some lunch. I'm watching Emma right now. I've never seen it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I did not realize Mia Goth was in it. That's so funny. I can't imagine her in any other role except for, like, you know, her character in Pearl X, and I haven't seen 2 of them, but I know what her character is like. So it's funny to see her in this. But, yeah, I'm gonna go make some lunch. It's like 1:30. And then I'll get back to it. I have a lot more crocheting to do. And after my mistakes, it's kind of rough to keep going. But I'm gonna keep going. And also, I'm definitely gonna start the timer next time. I can't believe I said I was gonna do it. And I did it. But lunchtime. I will show you what I am making promptly. You're not cozy like that. That's not comfy. Why don't you lay with... So things are not working out how I expected them to, which is fine. I expected some snags in the plan for sure. For one thing, I think I started kind of filming me making the little AirPod pouch of a design I found on YouTube. I hate it, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't like the color scheme that I chose, and also the video was just really hard to follow in my opinion. So what I'm gonna do instead is make just like tiny granny squares and attach them on the sides, leave a little opening, and then make a little dangly thing. Yeah. It's pretty bad. Also found out that I made the Kindle cover completely wrong. I did not realize that it was half double crochet, and I did double crochet. So it ended up being, I was like, why is that so long? Like, this girl looks like she has one very similar to mine. And I think I messed up even the flowers because I did double crochet and not half double crochet. I need to read the patterns just a little bit more before I go in, because I have messed up so many times. And since, I mean, I still have a long time in this challenge, so I could obviously go in and remake anything I need to, because for one thing, it's to see how much I can crochet in 24 hours. It's not to see how much I can make in 24 hours. So in reality, I can go in and like remake things. I just think it's funny how much I keep messing up. I think if it wasn't like for this challenge, I would be totally doing everything completely normal. But because I feel this like pressure, even though I have literally so much time left, like, I'm kind of worried that I'm not going to be able to do it, because it's already almost 6 and I still have like a long time. And I feel like I've been crocheting all day. So it's definitely gonna go into Sunday. It might even go into Monday. I don't know. I'm really trying to make as much as possible, and I keep forgetting to start the stupid clock. So I have wasted time crocheting. There was probably one time where I crocheted for 30 minutes and I completely forgot to start the timer. So I knew I was gonna do it, and I'm not gonna go in and cheat the clock because I don't know exactly how long I like didn't start the timer. Hey guys, doing a little update time. Little update on the time. I have 15 hours left, so not doing well, not doing good. Gonna be crocheting for a lot of this evening because it's already 7. But just to give you an update on things, I just made this guy a little pouch for my AirPods. I've already made the Kindle case, as you know, incorrectly. And now I think I'm gonna make the headband that I wanted to make. I'm currently making a really quick dinner, so I don't have to waste time doing that. But I'm also not gonna waste time talking to the camera. So I am going to get back to it, and I'll update you guys when I have an update. Hello, good morning. Sorry if the lighting is a little all over the place. I am currently driving to a coffee shop where I'm gonna meet my friends and we're gonna hang out and do some little shopping things and whatnot. But I just wanted to check in and let you know that I stayed up until like 11 last night crocheting, and I've made a lot more progress on my projects, which I checked in, I think is the very last clip last night anyways. But I haven't worked on anything this morning. I pretty much just kind of hung out and waited until I needed to get ready, and I don't know, I just didn't get up. I should have gotten up and crocheted a little bit more, maybe crushed an hour, but I didn't. So I'm definitely gonna have to do that this afternoon, and it's for sure gonna leak into tomorrow. I think I still have like 12 hours of crochet time left, and I don't have 12 hours of time today. So I'm gonna try to knock out literally as much as possible today once I get home, and then tomorrow morning I'll try to just knock out the rest. And I'll wake up early. I'm gonna wake up early to do that. But yeah, I'm driving right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep on driving and not focus on my camera, even though I'm not looking at you, because you're not mounted to anything. You're just willy-nilly hanging out, and if I take a curve too sharp, you're going off. So I'm gonna go. I will check in whenever I do. Maybe I'll crochet at the coffee shop for a little bit because I did bring my crochet project, but if I don't, then you'll see me this afternoon. Hi, welcome to the end of the video, and welcome to my little recap of everything I've done this week. So, let me give my thoughts on this challenge. For one thing, I probably did it in a way that other people wouldn't. I'm not going to crochet for 24 hours as quickly as possible. I just don't think that's very good for your fingers. I've seen, like, obviously 24-hour reading challenges, and I think that those are more feasible because you are just reading. You know, you can cozy up in bed and you can like just read, or like if you have a Kindle, you can even like lay down. But with crocheting, because you're using so much of your arms, it's really not safe to be crocheting for 24 hours pretty much straight. And also, I just didn't have the time. Personally, I had plans this weekend, but this is the only weekend that I could have tried to do this, and I really wanted to try to do it, so I didn't do it in 24 hours of an actual day or even like 2 days, but I did 24 hours of crocheting. I had a timer going, and every single time I started and stopped, I would start and stop the timer unless I forgot to start the timer. That was like my main problem, is I never forgot to stop the timer. I've always forgot to start the timer. So there, I probably crocheted for 25 hours or more. So I'm just gonna give you a little rundown of everything I did. It took me pretty much 2 days to do it, but I did also work a little bit on Friday and a little bit on Sunday, but not very much. Like, most of this was done Saturday and Monday. That was the time frame that I had personally. So I'm gonna start off showing you kind of the smaller projects, and then the last one will be the big project. So my smaller projects were, I made a car coaster. I only made one because personally I don't like it. It's cute. It's like thick. The pattern was crocheting 2 circles together, so you can kind of hide all the stuff underneath the flower, which is fine. I don't even know if this fits in my car yet. I haven't tried it, but I will say I'm just personally not a fan of this. I thought it was really thick. The girls suggested obviously using a cotton because it absorbs the water. I have a cat putting her paw under a door, which is right behind the camera. You don't want to use acrylic because it doesn't really work well with water. It's not very absorbent, whereas this is very absorbent, cotton is. And maybe it's because I don't have any cute cotton colors personally. I only have like very neutral toned colors. That's just what I kind of gravitate towards. So maybe if I had more vibrant colors, I would be really into this. But it's also, I need to make sure it fits in my car before I give like, before I even know if I really like it. So you're not gonna see it, but maybe it will be in my car later. And if it fits, I might make another one. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Walmart and get some different colors or something. After that, I didn't make these in this exact order either. I'm just going from like smallest to biggest projects. Okay, the next project was, or the next smallest project is, I made an AirPod holder. So there's like a little pocket in here that I can like stick my AirPods in, and then I can hang it on a bag strap, which will be really nice because I typically lose my AirPods. I just misplace them all the time, and so this will be really nice that whenever I'm done with them, I can put them in here and I can put them on whatever bag I have them in at the time. So also, I already mentioned this, but all the patterns are going to be down below, and if it didn't have a pattern, I'll just tell you I found it on Etsy. So this was a pattern, a paid pattern on Etsy. I said found it on Etsy, found it on Pinterest. So I did buy this off of Etsy, this pattern. This, no pattern. I mainly just, I saw an idea for it on Pinterest and I tried making a different kind of pouch, but I just didn't like the way it was turning out, so I showed that, I think, but I just went on Pinterest. I saw something very similar to this. I know how to do a granny stitch, so I made 2 granny stitch squares and then I weaved them together on the side and kind of left like a little opening, and then I just made like a loop with some chains and left a hole in one side. It was very easy, very, very beginner friendly, even if you are very new at this. As long as you know how to chain and single crochet and do a granny stitch, you can pretty much make this. But I'm sure there's also a tutorial on YouTube, or somebody's got an Etsy pattern for sale. Like, mine is bigger than I thought it was going to be because I think I used too big of a hook size, or like the yarn was too big. I don't know. But anyways, I made this. And then I made a headband. So just model it. I found this pattern on YouTube. This was from somebody who had a little free YouTube video on how to do this. I found it on Pinterest though, and then on her website she had a video on YouTube. So I went over to YouTube and made this. I don't know if I used the correct yarn necessarily for it, but I do like it. I like that it's very drapey. It's very wide, which I'm not sure how I feel about right now, but I haven't put it on, like I haven't worn it yet. I wanted to wait until I had this video finished until I start actually using these products. But I am looking forward to wearing this. I think it will be nice when my hair is like up and I can just put this on with my little bangs out. But yeah, that I found on YouTube. The next project I made it many times. There's 2 projects I made in this many times because I just either kept reading them incorrectly or I just kept messing up. I don't know. So this one that I'm about to show you, this is a Kindle pouch that I found on Pinterest, and the pattern was on Pinterest in somebody's website. So it's a free pattern. I found it. Like I said, I'll link everything below. I made this so many times because I kept reading it incorrectly, and then also I didn't see that you were supposed to turn after every row. And so at first I was just crocheting in a circle, and it was just turning out really funky. Like, it wasn't looking very neat and nice, and I was like, why is this not working? And it was because I was doing this wrong. I can't read. But then after I made it, I was like, man, this thing's tall. Like, I don't, like, the girl looked like she had the same kind of Kindle as me, so I was really confused on like, why is it so much taller? And I even left off some stitches because it was getting so tall, or some rows. And I went back and looked at it. I did double crochet, and the pattern called for half double crochet. So I was doing the wrong stitch the whole time, which made it even taller than it needed to be. And the flowers turned out weird because, again, I was supposed to do a half double crochet and I did a double crochet. So they turned out like really floppy and they curl in on themselves. And I was like, this isn't right. So I went in and looked at it and made sure that I read it very, very correctly this time. And I made it again. And so if you can see the difference, it's like a good bit taller. And my Kindle fits in this one perfectly. I followed the pattern to a T. I did exactly what she said to do, and I managed to make it correctly. So my Kindle fits perfectly into this. This is exactly what I wanted. The flowers they kind of curl up on themselves, but not as bad. Like the bigger ones don't do it as bad as the small ones. And I love it. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy I made this. I will definitely link this pattern below because it's free. It's a free pattern. And it's very well written, very well made. Like sometimes free patterns are a little iffy, but this one was actually really, really well done. So I'm definitely suggesting that you make this. Okay, next project was the other one I messed up on a ton. Oh my gosh. So I found this on Etsy, and it's a little phone pouch. And when I was doing this, I swear I had to keep frogging it because I was like, it kept doing this thing where instead of being like even down the sides, I was adding stitches, so it was like getting bigger on one side, and I was like, why is it doing this? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And one, I wasn't counting my stitches, so that's on me, but two, I didn't see this in their pattern at all. But once I figured out the Kindle cover thing, I figured out that I'm going to do it with this. So I turned after every single row, and it made it so much more even, so much better. It worked up really quickly once I figured it out, but I frogged it like 4 times before I finally figured it out. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's like a crossbody situation, and it's not like super far down, which makes me feel comfortable. And my phone's right here. My phone fits in it. I made sure very comfortably. And also this will be nice for if I ever want to add like my cards in here, some cash if I'm like on a trip and I don't feel like bringing my purse with me. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'll link, like I said, the pattern below. It was really well done. I would just say, because I really don't think I saw it in the pattern, if you make this, turn after every row. Personally, that's what I think you should do. And last but not least project, I made it through all my small projects, and I probably could have made it further in this if I didn't mess up so many times on those other 2 projects. But I started on the crochet vest that I want to make. I really am enjoying it so far. I think it's working up very quickly, which is nice. I just started on this yesterday and I'm already like pretty far, and it's not huge. Like I think I don't have that much more of the front panel to do. So that's really cool. It's really exciting. I love it so far. In the pattern, she uses like a really bright green color, and I just wish I had like a bright color, but unfortunately for DK weight yarn in my area, it's really hard to find, so I'd had to have ordered it online and I didn't. So Joann's had black and white in DK weight, so I just am gonna do black and white for now, and if it turns out really well and I love it, then I will buy yarn online and just make another one. But yeah, that's everything I made. What a challenge this was. I will say it was pretty hard, pretty demanding on my fingers, and sitting for that long, and also you get really focused on something like that, so I probably didn't like nourish myself enough, like drink enough water, eat enough food, because I was like, I need to crochet, I can't stop. I will never crochet for that long in that short amount of time, because it's really bad for your fingers. I could feel because I hold the yarn around my pinky instead of my index finger to feed it through. My pinky just would start hurting, and so I'm never gonna do this again. But it was fun. It was fun to make all these new projects. I have a ton of new things to like play with or have in my, you know, stash. I'm traveling a lot, so it's gonna be nice for the Kindle cover, and the headband's gonna be cute to just throw on when I'm not feeling like doing my hair, and the phone pouch is perfect because of travel. So I'm happy I have everything I've made, and I'm happy that I found some stuff to make, because I was struggling at first. I was struggling to find some patterns that were like really inspiring me. That's something I would love for you guys to let me know. Do you have any patterns you're just absolutely obsessed with and you're just you love them so much you'd suggest them to somebody else? Or is there something you've seen online that you're like, I don't know if I want to make this ever, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I wish somebody else would make it? Because I'll happily make anything. I just want to crochet right now. It's the biggest thing I want to do right now, and so I'm happy to work on literally anything at this point just so I can crochet, just so I have an excuse to crochet and go to the yarn store. But that's it for this video. I'm probably gonna crochet tonight. I was gonna say I might take like a day off, but I'm not. I'm gonna crochet probably right after this, after I edit some of this video at least. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing and I don't know, just be here to see what videos come out. Like I said, I'm trying to do 4 videos a month, once a week, but right now that's going to be a little hard because I am doing some traveling for the summer. But I know once fall hits, I'm definitely going to be making more videos, more content at home, or just like little small videos of us doing things out and about, but I'll be able to do once a week. Just right now I might not be able to, but I do really want to try. So once a week video hopefully coming out at least in September. That will definitely be happening. But if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite crochet projects are, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.